So, let's see what he has to say.
I should fight this guy, and I'll tell you why. Just 2 months ago, didn't I beat you to the contendership for that title? Shut up! I beat you. So instead of fighting you, why don't I fight someone from the audience? How about you, Superman? You want to sign the title? Better yet, why don't you bring your sister?
All right, here we go, guys. Hot and heavy. And this is exactly, Mike, this is what I've heard Ace is all about, man. In your face, right to it, professional wrestling.
Especially when it comes to Benny Martinez, the naturally fly Latino, he was pissed 2 months ago when he lost his #1 contendership.
I mean, he earned that, Mikey D and Axel. He earned that in the Russian roulette match at Destined for Greatness. And right now, he wants that opportunity to get that title back around his waist.
I got to tell you, this is my first experience here seeing these guys live, and I'll tell you, the crowd here at the arena is electric. I mean, when you see this type of venue that you know, you don't have 8,000 people in there, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I cut my teeth on. I'm talking about the old territories, USWA in Memphis, the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas, you know, WTBS Studios down in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the kind of venue that the breeding ground of traditional greatness in professional wrestling has got to do with. I'm talking about the atmosphere breeds competitiveness, and these 2 young guys right here, probably both of which are on the cusp of becoming tremendous athletes in this business, and this is their opportunity to show it.
Well, when we're talking about Axel, that is some awesome stuff. I'm enjoying this right now, like a wealth of wrestling knowledge. Right now, Rob Vegas with a suicide dive to the floor using the distraction of Mike Morgan. And you've been in there, obviously, you've been in the ring. You're a veteran in the wars, Axel. I have a question. How can Rob Vegas defeat a high flyer like Benny Martinez?
Well, what he's doing right now is basically trying to do what he needs to do is take, you know, a guy like Benny off his game, and to do so, he's using Mike to his advantage. Right now, it's way too early in the match for a sloppy cover like that. He's not hooking the leg. I'll tell you what, I've had the opportunity of wrestling a guy many years ago you may have heard of by the name of Rob Van Dam, in Rob Van Dam's very first match in ECW, and this guy much reminds me of a guy like Benny. High flying, great martial arts moves like that, very unorthodox, so the only way I could get under Rob Van Dam's skin is to throw him off his game, which was to do things that he wasn't expecting. And again, that's what I think Vegas is trying to do. Now there, guys, I'm going to tell you, not a very technical wrestling move, but very effective nonetheless, Mike. That's the kind of move right there that jars Benny, hurts the back of his head, and watch what Rob's doing now. He's taking advantage of this youngster, and is going to go in. If he has any experience, he's going to do exactly that. Key in on the back and the neck, and take advantage of this guy and keep him down. John, that's what a guy who is meticulous, a guy like Arn Anderson would do, pick apart a body part and beat it down so the guy could not continue.
You know, going after the back of the naturally flat Latino is definitely going to take out that high flyer game, but it also sets up for the coup de grace, the checkmate, the Texas Cloverleaf from Rob Vegas.
And John, right ahead. What I'm saying is, right here, Vegas is being extremely intelligent, and he's working on, as you said, Mike, the back and the neck area, because that finishing maneuver of the cloverleaf is one that puts tremendous pressure and strain on the lower back and the neck. Believe me, I know, because I fell victim to that move by none other than Dean Malenko, and I got to tell you, that move is a finisher. And if your back and your neck is weakened, you will tap out, and you will have no choice but to go down and defeat. And I think that's what Vegas is trying to do at this point, is continually work the back and the neck. And John, I got to tell you, he'll ground this guy if he can do that.
Absolutely, Axel, absolutely. Can I hire you to be my new color analyst, Axel?
Well, quite frankly, I am available for color commentary, wrestling events, bar mitzvahs, and weddings.
I got a wedding coming up, actually, at the end of the month.
Well, we'll get into that, Mike. I got to tell you, I didn't mean to tell you, but your wife already invited me. And that was last night. So at any rate, guys, anyway, it is a pleasure to be here. And I got to tell you, right now, resorting to fists is not what I think is the forte of either one of these two gentlemen. From what I know from them, wrestling is what they do best. A fight, you know, that's what I'm known for. Getting in there and just punching a guy in the face to do so. And these guys need to rely on wrestling. Nice Irish whip, reversal into a power slam by Vegas. We got a cover and a hook of the leg.
Oh, that was almost it there, Axel. I thought it was over. That strength glove and power slam. Chicks dig the strength of Vegas.
And again, watch him go back to a modified camel clutch. And what he's doing right here, Mike, is putting tremendous pressure on that L3, L4, L5 vertebrae, which is the base of the spine. And that's right now, Benny is having a hard time catching his breath. He's having a hard time breathing. And the last thing he wants to do, oddly enough, is try to push against Vegas, because what's going to happen, he's going to put more pressure on his back.
Look at this, Vegas going right back to work on that rear trunk, like you said, on the levator vertebrae of Martinez's back. Vegas going right back to work. He is decimating the lower back of Benny Martinez. And all set to begin, like we stated before, Mikey D, with the cloverleaf.
You know, one thing I noticed hasn't happened yet. The Union City crowd hasn't really tried to get under the skin of Rob Vegas tonight like they usually do.
And that's why he is using his full potential.
Well, I think at this juncture, what we have going on is, quite frankly, I think the crowd's a bit stunned due to the fact that right now, Vegas has been basically manhandling Benny from the get-go. That started from that dive to the floor, and now setting him up for what looks to be a power bomb. And reversal, nice into the Hurricane Rider, reversal by Benny. Benny now taking advantage. Elbow to the top of the skull, has Vegas rocking. Another elbow to the top of the skull. Right now he needs to capitalize, shooting his man into the buckle, hard into the corner. Here he comes, calling for the big one.
Cartwheel, elbow into the corner.
Nails it off the rope. Nice high cross body block. Hook of the leg. We can have it. And 2.5, guys. Now right here, Benny, let's face it, see, he can't capitalize. He's winded. He's tired. And Mike, I got to tell you, that's what that rear chin lock and that to the back was doing, basically taking it out of it.
Here comes the checkmate, Axel, the checkmate. He's looking for it. He can't get it applied yet, but Benny kicked him off.
And that's a tremendous leg strength by Benny. And at this point, dog will duck under sunset flip. He's going down, Benny, and nice back senton.
And I guess a beautiful variation is you never see anybody really hit it from that way, Axel.
Well, that's innovative. And that's what these kids in the business now are all about. And I think Benny's going to try to go high airborne for us right here. Hopefully Vegas has been stunned enough, but no. And he may have hurt his knee on that dive, but no, not again. Reverse over, and gentlemen, beautiful. Looked like a knee to the face, Mike.
Huge knee, the cover.
Oh, I thought that was it, Axel.
John, we go 2.5 again, and I'll tell you what, Benny's hooking the leg deep there, and that's what he needs to do to pin this guy. Remember, you guys need to recall, what's it take to win? 3 seconds. It may not seem like a long time, but pinning a gentleman's shoulders to the canvas for a full 3 seconds seems like an eternity when you're in that ring. Benny now trying to set up for some sort of double underhook.
And there's Morgan on the apron, Axel.
Again, this is what Morgan does. Now, Mike, all he's doing right now is getting his boy a chance to recuperate.
Benny just struck. He just struck the boss.
He just struck. You don't strike, Mike Morgan. Oh, throat thrust right to the throat. Vegas,
here it comes.
Checkmate. Checkmate. He's got the checkmate right in the center.
Pawn to rook 3. That is checkmate. Benny needs to get to the rope. He's fighting, guys. John, his back is weakened, and Mike, I got to be quite honest with you. If Vegas keeps pulling him to the center of the ring like that, the kid's gonna tap. And there it is.
Checkmate, Rob Vegas.
Guys, I got to tell you, your winner and still champ, Rob Vegas.
As a result of a submission, and still, is television champion, Rob Vegas.
Gentlemen, I got to tell you, John, Mike, it was a pleasure to be here checking out Ace Wrestling for my first time. And I got to say this, I'm going on record right now saying that I expect a lot of big things from these two guys in the near future. And I got to tell you this, Axel Rotten is in negotiations right now.